Hey, beautiful people, this is your girl T, and I am back to share with you the picture I've been working on for the channel using Mitsubishi Uni color pencils. Unfortunately, I colored all of this section here on video, and I apparently deleted it by accident, so I do apologize, y'all. But what I'm going to do is just explain to you what colors I used in each section, and just tell you so that you can at least see. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit here so we can see a little bit more close up of the section that I colored. Okay, so please bear with me here. All right, so for this this shirt and the bodice here and the skirt, I used two colors only. I used raspberry number 608, and what I did was I colored the whole entire area with the first layer of this raspberry number 608. Colored that all in nice and light, keeping in mind not to press too hard because, again, these pencils don't layer very nice on this kind of paper. Okay, then what happened next is I went and did some shading in the darker areas here, like this, where I wanted to reflect some shading. This area is here, and I used Indigo 529. Again, that's Indigo 529, and I basically just went over in this area nice and light. At first, when you look at these two pencils, they look like a like a burgundy and almost a dark blue. But when you actually lay them on this paper, they come out these shades here. So this pencil, the barrel, to me doesn't really match the pigment color when you start coloring with it. You have to really press it pretty hard in order to get that color. So, but I'm not pressing hard in this book because I didn't want to burnish the paper before I did all the layers that I needed to do. So again, for this areas here, I shaded with the Indigo 529. Okay. All right. Then I went over to do the leather. So I decided to make her pants leather here and a leather strip here. All of these brown that you see are supposed to reflect leather. So for that, what I used were two colors. And again, I'm only using two colors on each in the layering because these pencils don't layer well on this paper, okay? So for this section here, which would be the little bra section, her pants, I wanted that to reflect the leather kind of up in the headband, the goggles. So I used, again, copper brown, using that as my first light layer, and that's copper brown 559. And then I shaded with Dyke Brown 561. And that again is Dyke Brown 561. And I just went in the sections here, lightly shading, trying to get some depth in the picture. So again, down in these areas, press a little harder here to get this darker, okay? So that's for the leather. Okay, next, what I did was the black. And basically all I did was use black. For the gloves here, the stripes, and the little ruffle, I used black. And then I followed up on that one with a little bit of white to help blend that out a little bit. So basically shading with black, which is 570, pressing hard this section, lightening up my touch this way, pressing hard, lightening up. Again, in here, you want to make sure you're shading that appropriately. And then I would go back over this with white to give this a little bit of highlight. The same with this bandana and these sections here. Now in her pants, I made those black in here. So I just pressed as hard as I could in this section. So again, I used black, number 570, and white, number 501. Okay. Then I decided to go ahead and work on the skin, which were her arms. And then the netting, inside the netting here, fishnet. I don't know if you want to call those semi or gloves or shoulder. I mean, elbow, elbow art. I don't know. But anyways, I used the same colors I used for her face, which were Light Flesh 519. And that was the first layer. That's Light Flesh 519. And then I used Dark Flesh 606 to add some shading in there. Up in this area here. Again, that's Dark Flesh 606. And then to give the most shading, I wanted to add a little bit of this pinkish color in there. So that color is Flesh 518. So I did that here in this section here into where the elbow meets, this area here where the shade would be, and then the inside of her arm here. Again, that was Flesh 518. Okay. Then for the little gold features like the buttons, I just used the gold 571, and I pressed hard in the areas where I want it to seem like it's, you know, just more intense color. Just pressed hard in the sections here and lightened up the touch where the light's hitting onto the into the objects here. Okay, again, that was gold 571. So I really do apologize about this, losing this video. I was really upset about it, but I said, hey, it happens to the best of us, so I'm not going to sweat it too much. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to work on the balloons. I'm just going to choose some random colors. So I'll be right with you guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do for the balloons is I'm going to stick to yellows, orange, and silver. So I will tell you what colors I'm using as I use them. I may grab some other colors, but we'll see. I kind of want to make her stand out, and I don't really want the balloons to stand out more than she is. So I might adjust that as I'm coloring. So first I'm going to start with this blimp looking thing here. Okay, so for this section, I'm just going to use this silver 572. Again, this is silver 572. I'm just going to press a little hard here where her hair is, and then lighten my touch up as I get towards the other side of the blimp. I don't know what this was called back in, you know, what this would be called as far as like steampunk verbiage for this this type of balloon, but I wanted to call it a blimp. So again, just adjusting as I'm going around here. If I feel like I need to press a little harder, I will. If not, just lighten up that touch. I've gotten more people asking me to color more pictures with these pencils, so I think I'm going to dedicate, since I messed up this section, I'm going to go ahead and do one more picture. But I think I'm going to pick a book that has better paper, like a Clara Markova book, or like one of those books. So I will go ahead and do one more picture with these lovely pencils so people can see the the difference and with the different paper. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna skip that row. So I think I'm gonna put a color there. So I'm gonna go ahead and again, dark to light. Add a little dark here because that's where the sun's not hitting it. Same here. Add a little bit. Again, y'all, I'm not a professional. I'm just doing something I love. If you have any tips for me, please share. Okay, so I think I'm gonna keep that one. Okay, and then I'm gonna come up here. I'll color that one. So again, I'm pressing a little hard here so that the pigment can get on this paper. This is the only color I'm probably gonna use in this section. So I might add a little black to darken that up around here. We'll see. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to add a yellow on this. A yellow, and this is yellow 505. Again, yellow 505. Guys, this is a very vibrant yellow. You really don't have to press hard for this pigment to get on the page. Okay, so again, we use yellow here. Pressing a little hard, and lightening up as I get towards the center. And then this section here, I'll do a little dark and then light. Same steps here. This is the underside of the blimp, so you can actually do a little darker down here. You want to take the pigment strong under this section. You can do that. Okay. I'm also gonna get some yellow in this area. All right. So next I'm gonna actually use black, which is black 570 for these flags. I mean these drapes here, and also around the window. I could have used a copper or something, but I want to use the black. Should sharpen that. All right, so now I'm gonna use black. I'm gonna do this kind of light. And the little folds here, can darken that up a little bit. Just like that. And if you want, you can go back over the highlights or the white. I won't be doing that tonight because I don't want to get this video done. All right, so now I'm gonna go to the gold, which is gold is 571, and I want to do the propeller in gold, as well as this little doohickey hanging down. I don't know what that is. And also up here. Seems like these should be some kind of metal. Okay, I don't know what these are. I think these are baskets. I'm not sure. So for the sake of it, we're gonna say it's a basket. I'm just gonna color those brown. And I'm using Dyke Brown 561. Dyke Brown 561. Just dark to light. Dark to light. Okay. So we have one little blimp done. And now we're going to move on to the one down here. And I'm thinking we're going to stick with the theme of yellow. But I think for this one I'm going to add, I'm going to make the blimp black. And we're going to add the accent in yellow. Okay, so again, we're going to, this probably won't look good, but I'm going to do this anyway. I'm going to stripe it out because there's sections here. Let me zoom in so you guys can see better. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just stripe this out, meaning I'm going to color it in sections so it looks like stripes. I think that'll look cool. Kind of like her outfit. So I'm lightly doing this now. Light pressure. Again, that's black 570. So again, light pressure. Trying to cover as much white as I can. Okay, then I'm going to come back over that with a little bit more pressure, especially where her arm is. And lighten up there. Okay, same up here. I'm going to do dark, light, dark to light. You can add a little bit of dark around the bottoms here, not too much. I wouldn't add too much. Right where that sash is. All right, so then the sash is going to be, let's use a different yellow for that sash. Actually, it will be lemon yellow 504. So that's lemon yellow 504. So this yellow is going to be a lot brighter or lighter than this, more vibrant possibly. But you really won't be able to see it much because this is a small balloon. Okay. Small balloon. So I'm not going to do much shading in this area because there's just not enough room to do that. Okay, so then we're going to pretend that this is leather, even though it probably is not. This hot air balloon. Well, you know what? No, we're not. Take that back. So I'm going to go ahead and use an orangish color, which is orange yellow 602 in this section. And again, we're just going to add a little bit pressure up here, lighten up, little pressure, lighten up. Okay, close to this section, we'll add a little bit of pressure. Come down here, same thing. Okay. All right, so that balloon is done. Now we're going to go over to this side. And I think we're going to do the same color theme. Sorry. The same color themes for the last balloon we just did. We're going to do the same way. Okay. So again, we're going to start off with the black, which is 570. And we are going to color it as if it's striped. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. I have a lot going on at work. I have to do testing for a new system. I have to do yearly evaluations for my staff, and audits. And all of this has to be done by the 31st. I feel like I feel a little overwhelmed, but I know I can get it done. So what I decided to do is dedicate tomorrow to doing the testing for the IT department. And then get that all done. I'm hoping I can get that all done tomorrow. I'll just focus on that tomorrow. And then on Friday, start the yearly evaluations. I have a lot of reports I have to run for that. So I think Friday is going to be dedicated to that. So I'll be having a busy week, the remainder of the week. So here again, I did color lightly, then I'm going to darken it and do some shading around here, a little darker here. Then we're going to come down here and do the same. We're going to do dark from the bottom up to this side. Same here from the bottom. And bring that up. Okay. And that was with black number 570. Okay. Next, we're going to go back to the orange yellow. And we're going to do the other portion of this balloon. Y'all, I was hoping to get this all finished tonight. Probably not, because I'm gonna do the background, I think, with pastel, so I probably won't do that on air. So forgive me. I might start it, but I won't probably finish because it's messy and I have to get up. I got to do a lot of, little things, and we'll see. If I don't start it tonight, then I will do it on film. So maybe I'll just do it on film. That way you guys can see the whole process for me. All right, so here again, darkening the color here, pressing hard, lightening up. I'm going to do a dark here, lighten up as you get to the center. And down here, I'm using heavy pressure, lightening up as I get to the center. The same with this one, except for here, her hair is in the way. I'm going to add more shading on this side. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go back to the yellow, lemon yellow, which is 504 for the sashes. And this one, I'm not going to do much shading because, again, they're kind of small. So I'm just going to color those in. All right, so the basket, we're going to color with Dyke Brown, like we did these baskets over in the blimp. So I'm going to start pressing hard and lightening up the pressure as I go towards her face. Dark, lightening up the pressure as I go towards her face. Sorry if you couldn't see that. Let's try that again. Dark, lightening up the pressure as I go towards her face. Okay. All right, so now we have this one here. So these two are the same. So I'm gonna color them the same. But these I'm gonna use a different orange. Let me use orange, number 506. And I'm gonna do the orange in this section here. Because again, I want to give it some color back here, but I don't want to do too much because I don't want it to take away from this steampunk darling in the foreground. In the foreground. This is the foreground, the front of the picture. So then we're going to go ahead and color some orange here. I'm going to go ahead and get this one with the orange as well. while we're doing this. Light first. First I'll do it light, then I'll go back over it with a darker color. All right. I mean, not with a darker color, but I'll press harder. So now we're going to take orange again, 506, and we're going to add pressure. So I'm going to add pressure down here and the sides a little bit, and I'm going to lighten up as I get towards her face or towards her arm. Same here. We're going to do it from the bottom up and around that area, and a little crease here, lighten up. The same with this side, except for I'm going to go from the side because that's not getting much sunlight. Okay, as far as my sun, it's coming this way. All right, so then we're going to come to the top. I'm going to do the same thing, dark to light. Let me just make sure I'm in frame, y'all. Okay, I am good. All right, so now I'm going to come to this balloon here, do the same thing, dark to light, dark to light. Okay, and the top as well, dark to light. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some, I'm going to use some black. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put black in this netting here because I really, again, I don't want it standing out too much. So I'm going to start with lightly coloring that using a circular motion. Trying to get as much pigment in there as I can. Okay, and I'm going to do some black down here too. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same for this little one here. Sorry these videos are taking so long. I don't want to speed it up because I know people want to see this pencil in action. So I don't think speeding up the videos is going to help you see that. So, you know, sorry I'm doing something. Oh gosh, I forgot a little balloon. But anyways, I just, you know, I'll do another video for the background. I decided just now we're going to do that. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to press a little bit harder in my area that's not getting sun. And down here, add some dark black. Just pressing harder. Down here, the same. Pressing a little hard. And as we get towards the area where the sun is, we lighten up the pressure. So, all right, so this basket is kind of gonna shade this area, so you can add a little bit there, just so it's looking like the basket is blocking the sun on this balloon. All right, so now we're gonna go back to this one up here. We're gonna do the same thing. Heavy pressure. Lighten up as you get towards this balloon here. All right, so that's nice. All right, so now what I want to do is line these balloons with a little bit of yellow. And for that one, I'm going to use, yellow number 505. So yellow 505 for this section. And I'm going to press a little hard because I really want, I don't want to have to do more than one layer. So I'm going to press hard as I trace down that area. Same with up here. I'm gonna go to the tiny one, do the same thing, and go up there and do that. Now just notice that I forgot the little black sections down here, and I'm gonna just color those in pretty dark. So just heavy pressure in this section down here, because really, I mean, this one you could do light if you wanted to, because the sun can get to that area. So I'll show you up here. I'll just do one side of it dark and lighten up as you come around to the front of it. Try not to smear that too much. I think I did, but it's okay. All right. All right, now we're just gonna do the baskets on these two. And we're gonna use the Dyke Brown 561. And again, I'm gonna color these two because I don't think these are like little bags that hang off. Okay, so we're gonna go dark to light. Heavy pressure, light pressure. Heavy pressure, light pressure. And these will be light over here. Okay. I'm gonna come up to this one, do the same thing. Dark to light. All right. Okay, so I have one more balloon that I totally forgot about over here in the corner. Right here. So we're gonna go ahead and work on that one. And I'm gonna do that one black stripe as well. So we're gonna get one stripe over here, black. All right, and I'll probably do that one in the orange yellow 602. Dark to light. All right, and there's a little bit of the basket, so we're gonna get that with the Dyke Brown number 561. Color that brown. All right, and there we have it. Uh-oh, forgot something, y'all. I just saw it. See, sometimes the little details you can't see all the time. You're not really paying attention. I forgot to do, let me move this. I forgot to do the yellow in this section. So I'm gonna go ahead and color that in. This lemon yellow, which is number 504. Lemon yellow 504. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and zoom back out so you guys can see. She's coming along nicely, you guys. I think I like this. Okay, so I also wanted to tell you guys what I did for the little gloves that are on her elbows. I actually used a Sharpie permanent marker, ultra fine point, to darken that up. I also use this on her eyelashes to make them darker. And I just wanted to share that with you. I also took this Sharpie around the edges of the buttons just to make it, you know, stand out a little bit more. The inside of the buttons. I'll show you I'm doing that. Now you don't have to do that, but sometimes these colors can get opaque and cover up your line art. And if you want those certain lines to stand out, you can just go over them with a Sharpie or some type of permanent acid-free waterproof marker. That's fine point. All right, y'all. So until next time, take care.